Hey there. What a dark tunnel we're in. I think it's very dangerous here, Kim. There's one thing we haven't looked at, this one. It leads out of here. To a safer place. And we really should get some medicine. But will we find it here? What's going on here? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. What's going on up here? Can we leave this place again? Gust of wind, the height feels dizzying. Central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. What in the name of... Alright, we need some medicine. We're too weak to take this on just like that. Too weak. Get back into the cellar, will we? This ruined building is just too much for us. It's too dangerous in there. Kim. The confrontation is too hard. We need to go to Fritte. I can see it clearly now. Maybe we can sell some stuff to the weird guy. Yeah, that should be great. Let's go to the weird guy. Hey, where are we here? That is the church. We don't need to go to the church. Follow this. Oh no, that's the wrong. That is the wrong way. The wrong way. All these trousers. Give me a break, Kim. We definitely need some good health. Nosefed or whatever they call it today. The suffering is real. Oh, who are you? I haven't seen you before.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
What happened to your friend?
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
Where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
People are dropping left and right.
Yes, he was about to head home. 'Cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the coquette uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him. 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cant. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
I offer my sincere condolences, man.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything really. But you must need something.
If I want to go over a few more things about Renee, if that's okay.
Yes. What about Renee?
Well, okay, let's just finish
It
that.
is what it is. I just don't know anymore. About anything really. But...
Bye for now, I guess. Bye for now. Wow, people are really dropping left and right. I wonder if am I the mass murderer around here? The murderer? They fall and fall and fall and fall. Okay, we wanted to get some nose effects, didn't we? Et fritte, et fritte, et fritte.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Well, we won't have any use for Drumin. We can
Okay,
buy
here.
some nosophones.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel... Okay, here. I hope... Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Great, thank you. Now we're broke. Broke like hell. I gotta sell the old Curiosity Man something. To be afloat again. Hey man, how are you? Roy was the name, right?
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
There's something I'd like to sell, man.
Sure. Let me have a look.
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I have a shot put ball. I have some postcards, you know. Another postcard. Another postcard. Another postcard. Hell written on its back. I don't have anything to sell.
Another
at the
time,
moment.
perhaps.
Yes, man. Yes, this is really what we need. Now we need to go back. Okay, we definitely need to go back and show him. This time we're ready, right? Tell me that we're ready. We're ready to confront the big bastard. You know what it's coming to. It's really about impressing him.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Apparently it's too early. Okay, nice. Well, man. I guess that should be it.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Okay, let's get down here. We have gotten some strength sprays. And now it's time to confront our bigger fears. Time is now. On again. On. Hey. Will you ever find the cryptid? We should ask the man again. Is the man still there? Maybe we can talk to him about the things in the building.
Hello. Isn't this a...
All right, we cannot. Let's get inside. Have to face the danger, I guess, Kim. You have to face the danger. Danger. Danger, man. So much danger. Where did this lead us?
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Are we gonna assume she means that?
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to.
What's going on
Doesn't
there?
wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Don't cover the ears.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
The end of
Don't
the
think
world.
this is a sign of anything.
is
There's no shame.
Here.
Cop suffers final.
It's gonna get really tricky, Kim.
Suddenly, her entire body is paralyzed.
I know you can't say it's a pleasure.
The voice
we've heard
coming
that.
through doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait,
Okay,
no,
okay.
not even your ear canals.
We'll not cover
That's
them.
an awful decision. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the Ulan frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
What is going on here?
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Right
Look.
behind you, officer.
Eyes closed. The lieutenant is doubled over. He's still alive and breathing.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Kim gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station.
What?
It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
What are you doing here?
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
How did you get your hands on this?
I built it myself.
She nods towards the torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Well, have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
2, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9.
It's all great, but let's talk about the man who was
Yeah,
killed.
let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
No, we were just want to solve a case.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Damn this!
Lieutenant clutches his head,
God
grimacing.
damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot him?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right, Claudia was the first to share her suspicions.
I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Yeah, well... It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
The rest of you?